Hi everyone. This TikTok, we're going to do some addressing. First off, realm makers. Publicly, if you take a look at leadership, it would look like Scott Miner is the founder uh, and leader. Uh, but actually, according to ChatGPT, did Becky Miner join Realm, or is she a leader? Yes, Becky Miner is the founder and CEO of Realm Makers. Reading right here, everybody. An organization established in 2012 to support Christian writers and artists who create science fiction and fantasy. She continues to lead the organization, which offers an annual writers conference, awards for published authors, and other resources for speculative fiction community. Very interesting. So we talk about a conference, and we look at, does Mr. Brian Davis know Mr. Scott Miner? Everything we've been hearing from many sources says Mr. Brian Davis does not know Scott Miner, has no idea about Realm Makers. So we have conversation where Mr. Brian Davis is conversing with Mr. Scott Miner. Might say, well, big deal, right? They had a couple back and forths until you look at this picture. In this picture, you see on the one side, you see Mr. Scott Miner, and in the middle, you see Mr. Brian Davis. And if you look towards the bottom, where I have a little blue arrow pointed, you might say, oh, that's all fiction. Except it says, the Realm Makers Bookstore, March 11, 2019, was when this photo, beautiful photo, was taken. Interesting. We look at conference content. If I go to a Tesla dealership, I expect there to be Teslas. So one would think a conference that has a Christian origins would be about Christian fantasy. So why do we see, again, Mr. Brian Davis knows nothing about Realm Makers, knows nothing about Scott Miner, has no clue. There's a nice, beautiful photo of Mr. Brian Davis with a speaker, Mr. Terry Brooks. And we have information showing right there that a secular author and speaker is speaking at the conference. So would I spend, or you spend, thousands of dollars to register, to fly or drive, pay for a hotel, pay for registration fee, go to speaker breakout events, keynotes, the whole 9 yards. So it goes back to, if I show up to a Tesla dealership, expect there to be Teslas there. I don't expect there to be Honda Accords or Toyota Camrys. Nothing against those particular vehicles. But I'm going to a dealership that has the Tesla name and logo on there. So why would we have at a Christian foundation-based conference, would we have speakers that are contrary? Again, we're trying to uplift people. We are showing information. You can make that decision. We are not taking a position. We are just showing information, and that's what we're doing. And so you might say, all right, that's nothing. It has nothing to do with linking Mr. Brian Davis to Realmmakers. You still haven't proven it. You still haven't shown it. Okay, so on the Realmmakers profile on June 13th, 2020, you'll see this. And what it says, teens in caps. We still have a program for you at hashtag Realmmakers 2020. While our original teen track instructor had to bow out for personal reasons, we are excited to welcome back. So this wasn't his first time. They're welcoming back best-selling author, Mr. Brian Davis. So that's that top paragraph there. As we scoot down, he'll be showing teens how to really dig into their manuscript and bring it up to par in the editing stage. Teens interested in publishing will not want to miss this opportunity. If you haven't reserved your spot in our unique virtual conference experience, register today. That's the written part. Then you see another beautiful graphic here at the bottom. Hashtag Realmmakers 2020 teen track with a familiar face, Mr. Brian Davis. The Phoenix Solution, self-editing to resurrect your manuscript from the ashes. And you might say, okay, that's nothing. And then at the bottom of the photo, the graphic, it says realmmakers.net. Right there at the bottom, realmmakers.net. So today, we show information. We leave it up to you. We want to uplift the Realmmakers community, all people involved. When people lie, like Mr. Scott Miner said, he called the National Human Trafficking Hotline and said that Mr. David Solomon's case number, that first, Mr. Scott Miner was on the phone for 45 minutes. Then, when he had a chance to talk to a representative, that case number did not exist. And earlier this week, I verified, the organization and others have called that same very number, waited and waited. And we heard the voices on the other end confirm the case number, confirm that Mr. Scott Miner is actually able to get information to verify that. So we verified that, we confirmed that. So you can make your call, make your decisions, and we hope to lift up everyone.